Hi team, Uwe Jacobs, property strategist from Property Friends. I trust you're well. Well, I'm on tour again in Townsville currently. Just got my bacon and egg roll at Rambutan. Best value breakfast in Townsville. You gotta start the day off with a good hearty breakfast. So, what's new? Well, as I said, I'm in Townsville. The market here is going very well. The established properties are pulling up in price. Thank you very much. The market is going quite fast. If you are in the market price, you will sell very quickly. Rentals are going absolutely through the roof. One of our guys is releasing from 420 to 510. So if you have a property in Townsville that is due for release, make sure that you put a hefty increase in. Obviously be guided by your rental manager, but that's the way to do it. Some people say to me, well, you know, I don't feel good about having to increase by such a steep figure. Well, my answer to that is when the rental figures went down, everybody from a tenancy side was happy to take the reductions. Well, now the shoe is on the other foot. So, yeah, make sure that you increase and be guided by your property manager. That's what I always do, is do a bit of research on realestate.com.au. What is the rental market price? And then make a suggestion. Also remember that we need to manage the manager. Generally speaking, rental managers are quite conservative. It makes sense in their books and from their point of view that they don't want to rock the boat. And if you've got a good tenant, there is certainly room for keeping a very reasonable rent if you've got a great tenant. Now, on another note, I sent out this week a deal of the month or deal out of the world on an NIDS property in Hobart, in Boston's Ferry. Very interesting to me, the responses that I got. A number of people commented upon the deal. That was just stunning deal, because not only did it have the great cash flow that NIDS properties have, with $160,000 after cash for the first 5 years, but because of the location right on the river, on the Durban river frontage, there is also a very good expectation for capital gains, because we're picking up the block at a very reasonable rate. And of course, we have a twist to that and to the development of the block. Now, the really interesting part is that I also, just for shits and giggles, as they say, posted the data only on a Facebook group. Now, you should have seen the trolls coming out. And I prefaced the information with, some people will say this is impossible. Well, it is stunning to me. Hang on. There's somebody that wants to come in. I am on Property Friends Facebook. I'm getting questions here. Okay. It is interesting to me how the trolls behaved and the emotional and unfounded responses that I received. Fascinating. There were two guys in that group that were obviously in the know and understood what they were doing. They asked great questions. How the heck can you do a cash flow of $160,000 after tax in the first 5 years? So call that what's that? 160 divided by 5, $30,000 a year after tax. How is that even possible? And the trolls, of course, jumped in straight away. Oh, marketeering, are you going to get ripped off? There's no way I would invest in Hobart at the moment. It's gone too far. Rah, 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 rah. It's just fascinating how people make their decisions. So the learning for me for that is do your research. Don't go by emotional feelings. Don't go by first instinct. Do your research. And I also nearly made the mistake of responding in a fairly blunt way to one guy who asked what seemed to me a fairly basic question. But then I decided to gently reply to his question, and it turned out that he was a property coach and really wanted some information. So yeah, very, very interesting. Quickly to the RBI, we have seen another 0.25% increase. I think this is it from my point of view. There's definitely not going to be a meeting or an increase in January. So that's good. And I dare say with the CPI figures having come in under expectation and the effect of the increased mortgages and repayments being felt only now, it is really hitting home. So I really can't see another increase in February. Remains to be seen what happens with the CPI and so on and so forth. So it's going to be very, very interesting. All right, I'm going to keep it short today. Take care, have fun, and remember, you got to be in it to win it. Tomorrow, same time, same channel. Have a good one. Bye-bye.